Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amir Fidabi Ismail and my matric number is 270979. And today I want to talk about the process in the construction technology. What is a process? A process is defined as a system of operation in the design, development, and production of something such as product. A process is a series of the action, change, or operation that bring about the end of result like cost, schedule, technical performance, objective. The third is a process is that is a course of passage of time in which sometimes is great and ongoing movement and progression. What's about construction process? Construction process is the process of purchase begin with the client who has a need for the facility. The nature of the risk is influenced by this process of purchasing construction. In construction, since the item purchased is to be produced, there are many complex issues which can lead to the failure to complete the project in the function and timely manner. Next is the project life cycle. They have four phases. First phase is a conceptual phase. The thing that they do is to determine that a project is needed. Second is to establish goal. Third is to estimate the resource that the organization is willing to commit. And fourth, the sell organization on the need for the project approach. And the fifth, to make key personal appointment. Next phase is the planning phase. They do the define to project organization approach. The second, define the project target. Third is prepare the schedule for the execution phase. Fourth is to define and allocate tasks and resources and to build project team. The third phase that they do in execution phase is the perform work of the project, such as design, construction, production, site activation, testing, and delivery. The first phase that they do is the termination. First thing that they do is to assist in transfer of project product. Second is to transfer human and non-human resource to the other organization. Third is the transfer or complete commitment. Fourth is the terminate project. Fifth is a reward personnel. Next, we are going to move to the activity that involved during construction project. There are 11 activities that involve in construction project. First is grading market. Market grading. Market is one of the first construction activity which is involved market that area of the plot for reference. This helps the worker to always be able to orient themselves in terms of their workplace. Grading helps to ensure that buildings are even, last long, and maintain the maximum support. There may have been particular circumstance when something is being constructed that will require a slight incline or decline to the base surface. In this case, it will be very important that the incline is exactly the correct angle. It's a matter of safety and play a major role in the construction management. Grading is a big machine to help to ensure the space is level or that is a appropriate angle that is supposed to be. Second is a excavation. This is the fair broad term. There are several different types of construction activity in excavation. In general, the term involves moving the earth or rock out of certain area to prepare it for construction. This includes the basement, evacuation, which dig the earth out to prepare for the basement to build. It also includes mud, rock, and topsoil evacuation, all of which include removing is a substance for the workplace. The third is a concreting. The process of pouring concrete is another major activity in construction. This is often used for the base of building, for road, bridge, pipe, and many other applications. One of the reasons it has become so popular in construction industry is that concrete is easy to make in large quantity and it can change state, so that it's easy to work with and manipulate. Before is carpentry. One of the first activity that comes to many people's mind when construction is mentioned is carpentry. This is general cutting and installation of material that we use for construction of a structure. Carpenter used to be a word that described individual working with the wood specifically, but now carpenter means work with several different materials. The fifth is the brick mason. Brick have been used in construction for decades and are still often used today as a high efficiency material. Brick masons lay brick ensure that they can lay in a way that structure sound. For the example, laying each brick one on top of the other allows the crack to go all along the entire wall. If the bricks are offset, as you will often see, it makes several cracking of the mortar less likely. Next is plumbing. Plumbing is in structure or require plumbing. There are specific plumbing activity that must occur to ensure they are function properly. This include putting a piping and fixture for both incoming potable water and outgoing waste. The seventh activity is welding. The activity of attach two metal together with using heat is welding. A crucial action in construction used to bind the material, especially for structure purpose. There are different types of welding, which can be used for different types of metal and different conditions. All welding is extreme skill and can be difficult to master. It also dangerous, so it is important that construction companies have a strict safety guidance. The eighth activity is electrical. Individuals working as an electrician on the construction product are responsible to ensuring that construction are ultimately have full access to electric from the transformer provided by an electric company, which is located close to building. There are several steps to go into the installation of electric in building, including temporary electric need to raw install, and finally the real installation which will be used in that building. The ninth activity is roof laying. Roofing is the important construction activity for ensuring the protection of the structure from the element, and it can help provide stability for structure. There are different methods used to roofing. Shingling are common in residential roof, but there are also metal, polycarbonate, and steel roof, as well as many others are used in different purposes. The 10th activity is glazing. These activities are basically anything to do with the glass window or door in construction project. The term are used abruptly to reference the installation of pretty any glass involved in construction of particular structure. And the last activity is finishing. Finishing is a construction meaning to put on the final touch of structure in order to prepare to be used. This include but not limited to activity like glazing, flooring, painting, wallpapering, and plastering. It most often about final aesthetic touch. Inside has less about safety and function. Although all finishing activity are crucial part of final construction product. Next, we are going to move to the key player. There are 4 key players that involved in construction technology. First is the owner or the employer. The owner is also called client. The owner is the person who actually arrange money for a particular project. The owner is the real instinct who has to launch the idea. The owner may be a person or the government, or he provides the fund and funding agency for the project. The scope definition is also provided by the owner. The second key player is the contractor. Client have been engaged contractor to carry out building project, construction work. These are the people with the technical know-how to get the structure off the ground. The third is the supplier. Supplier is a party that supplies a good and service. In the construction, the goods include any material that go into the building structure, while the service refers to all different work package agreed upon by different parties pertaining to develop of the built structure. The last key of player is consultant. A consultant is defined as a person who provides professional and expert advice in a particular field of science or business to either an organization or individual. Next, we are moved to project planning and controlling. Project planning. In the planning phase, plan is made and the strategy are set, taking into the consideration the company policy, procedure, and rules. Planning provide direct unifying framework of performance standards and help to reveal future opportunities and threats. In the planning, there are steps have to follow, and the first step is the objective of the project is defined words. Second is goal and stage intermediate to attain the final target. Third is focus and mean of achieve goal like activities. Four is organization, resource, financial, managerial, and operational to carry out activity and to determine what is feasible and what is not. Fifth is the alternative individual course of action that will allow accomplishing goal. Six is for consistent with the company policies. Seven is an alternative which is not only consistent with this goal and concept, but is also one that can be accomplishing with the evaluate resource and age decision of plan. In the project planning, they have three planning. First is forward planning, second is backward planning, third is combined planning. Forward planning is a planning start from initial event and build up the event and activity logically, frequently until the end of event is reached. Backward planning is the planner start with the end event and arrange the event and activity until initial event is reached. The planner asks himself If we want to achieve this, what event or activity should have taken place? And the third is combining planning. Combining planning is the both forward planning and backward planning. At any stage, a planner may need to traverse the network back and forth several times until it's found to be satisfactory. Next is project controlling. This phase is carried during the execution of the project. The difference is between the schedule, performance, and actually performed are reviewed once the project starts. The project is established to determine deviation from the basic plan to determine the precise effect of this deviation of the plan and to the plan and reschedule to compensate for the deviation. 4 is the controlling. Controlling the following steps are followed. A fifth is the standard and target are established and target are generally exposed in the term of the time. 6 is performance is measured against the standard it is set down in the first step. 7. The deviation from the standard are identified. And lastly, we are going to go to successful construction. There are 5. First is implement continuous planning. Second is build an effective communication flow. Third is re-evaluate your workflow. 4 is use automate construction project management solution. And 5th, control cost the smart way. Implement continuous planning is a construction manager should start planning long before a project begins and continue to revise and develop the plan until the project ends. The design, pre-construction, and procurement stage of each construction project require initial planning, and each may need to be revised as the next phase begins. The second successful construction is build effective communication flow. Communication is crucial in every phase of any construction project. Building an effective communication flow will facilitate coordination between all parties. Transparent communication will make the process smooth and reduce the number of email and phone calls whenever there are an issue. Next is the re-evaluate your workshop. The purpose of construction project management is to ensure the project is complete on time, within a budget, and reach the target. However, even if the project runs well, you still have to evaluate it. There might be better way to manage the project or overcome issue. And the 4th is to use and automate construction project management solution. No construction manager have the time to answer every email and come in, send report to stakeholder manually, or answer questions from each party related to the budget and progress by the phone. Without an automated system, construction project management won't run efficiently. Okay. And the lastly is the control cost the smarter way. The permit, way, material, and equipment required for the project are often exchanged between multiple financial source and vendor. From the initial bidding process to closing a project, construction managers are responsible for tracking and monitoring all costs, especially those related to initial budget. That's all for me. Thank you.